And a chilly welcome to you to the SPAR Indoor Hockey Series in Gormanstown in County Meath. It's Game 4 between Ireland and South Africa. It currently stands at 2-1 to South Africa. Ireland won the first match, but South Africa have come back strong and won the following two. So can Ireland come back into the series, or will South Africa seal it with a win today and make it an unattainable lead? The games have been played at a furious pace. Plenty of goals on show in the first two matches, but last night just the solitary goal separated the two. Keep an eye out for South Africa for Duval. She scored 3 so far. De Oliveira 2 in the one game, and Walters has 2 as well. Whereas for Ireland, Sarah Patton comes back into the team. She has 2 goals to her name. Unfortunately for Ireland, Chloe Brown unavailable tonight. She has had to go back to work. Works in a school in England, in Ardingly, so no doubt she'll be watching on, desperate to play, but she's put in a huge stint for Ireland this week. It'll be Emma Buckley in goal for Ireland, and it'll be Nepo Sarachi for South Africa. We've seen both teams swap their goalkeepers at half time. No doubt tonight will be no different. Amy Benson to Michaela Power, to Orla Patton, and to Laura Graham, who comes back into the team tonight. Patton, a bit of a wayward pass, and South Africa will go on the hunt immediately. Good dummy from Graham. Sarah Patton, the Ireland goal scorer, goes on a run, puts it across goal, and that was a really dangerous ball. Michaela Power just overran it, but Sarah Patton just showing that electric pace that she has and why she's such a dangerous player in both indoor and outdoor. Southgate to O'Connor, just getting their ball pace up to begin with. Walters down the boards, easily picked up by Orla Patton. Doesn't get rid of the ball quickly, so has ended up in a little bit of trouble, but puts it down the boards to her sister, working hard to keep it back, and that's a lovely spin and a very important tackle from O'Connor. Good steal from Amy Benson. She was a live wire in the encounter last night, just stuck in the right corner. Forces it unfortunately through, and it's against the rules. You can't push the ball directly at a player, and umpire Liz Clifford making sure that Benson realises that she won't be standing for any more of it. A disguise by O'Connor goes nowhere really. Southgate Modakwe leaves that one go through, expecting a South African player in behind, but we've seen that move not come off a number of times this week. And Power, she comes back in tonight as well. They'll let that play on. Nice straight ball, good spin and across, and Amy Benson doesn't get on the end of it, but it doesn't really matter because the ball from Sarah Patton was slightly lifted, so it wouldn't have counted had Benson got it in the goal. O'Connor looks to play it straight, well picked up from Power, and can't get the pass away. A nothing ball from O'Connor there. Patton goes in the pocket to Benson. South Africa pressing, and well won from Graham, but they're going to play it on. They've come back for the advantage, so no advantage there for Graham. Brought back. Orla Patton can't find a way through. Ups to recycle. Benson on the left board, Graham in the centre. Patton looks to go down the board, but the space was inside. Manages to somehow win that back and pass to her sister. Will come back out. Good quick pass from Patton. That's really good work from Orla Patton. Manages to find the foot of De Oliveira just inside the circle, so early short corner for Ireland, and good cheers from the crowd here, who'll be delighted, no doubt. They're watching indoor hockey as opposed to outdoor. Absolutely freezing conditions in Ireland today. No Chloe Brown, who's done most of the damage from the penalty corners for Ireland, and so Ireland will have to look elsewhere. Laura Graham just making sure that the ball doesn't roll off the spot. Manages to find it now. Out to Patton, a switch goes awry, and Ireland wasting that chance. Looked to be a little pop back from the injector, but just doesn't work out, and South Africa roll the changes. Lardant to O'Connor. Looks to go through to Van Tak. Doesn't get there. Well won from Lardant, but Sarah Patton got run through there. Good strength shown from Lardant, but Patton's okay. She'll take a rest as Barnwell comes on. We've got Orla Fox, the captain, on the pitch as well. Ireland pressing high. Benson doesn't manage to get it, but it does go through to Graham, who'll pass to Fox, and that'll go out. Ireland's passing just a little bit off the mark so far tonight. I've seen that a number of times where it hasn't gone where it's supposed to go, and under not too much pressure, you'd have to say. Oh, good ball through to Johnson, but it can be difficult sometimes when it comes off the board. You can't tell exactly where it's going to go, so she doesn't manage to control it. Barnwell. Power. Spins back out. And it goes back to the left. South Africa doing well in defence. And forcing that one through. There wasn't really an option, but Duval looks to play a quick pass to Johnson and just mistraps it. Katie Kimber coming on for the first time tonight. She returns to the team for Ireland. And Sally Campbell also coming back. Ireland really rotating their squad, looking to see what their best team is. It's a good idea from Sophie Barnwell, just missed the ball. Taken from the wrong spot, so made to move. A lovely pass from O'Connor. She does have a really good disguise on her push to just send it down the left foot of anyone in front of her. Kimber to Fox, down the right board, finds Campbell. Looks to play down the board, but O'Connor is alive to it. Van Tak gets herself into trouble and gets herself out. So I think Ireland thought that they had a case for a corner there. I'm not sure why it wasn't. O'Connor getting into Van Tak's space. Beautiful pass again. Good strength from Fox. Beats everyone. Good positioning from Sophie Barnwell in defence. Sally Campbell looking to win it as well. O'Connor really the danger woman when it comes to distribution for South Africa. We've seen a number of really good passes already today, and she finds another one. Duval, the goal scorer from it in every game so far, and she scores again in the 7th minute. She scored one in every game, and the youngster is a bright shining light for South Africa. Really lovely receive. Spins the goalkeeper and sends it home. Nice touch on from Orla Fox. Lily Lloyd now getting in a little bit of trouble on the right baseline corner. Gets it back out though. Fox to Kimber. Patton down to Lloyd. Who can't make anything of that in the left corner. Johnson wins the free off the foot of Kimber, but really good work from Katie Kimber to get out of the way and not give away a short corner. Patton wins that one beautifully and finds the foot of Duval. Fox, Kimber, and now South Africa on the hunt again. A well one from Johnson, drops it back to Van Tak, who looks long to Duval, doesn't manage to find her player, but Orla Patton doing really well there. And a stick foul from Johnson, but allowed to play, and the advantage has gone to South Africa. Really, really beautiful skills from Van Tak as well to just drag that one inside. Makes Sarah Patton plant her feet. The danger pass again. Corner. I think there was some confusion about what it was, but it did, I think, take the foot of Lily Lloyd in the end. Could have gone either way before that. Ireland disappointed, but it is a short corner to South Africa. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter, and it's currently 1-0 to the South Africans. They're currently ranked 13 in the world, whereas Ireland sit down at 28th. They're much closer than that, really, in reality, as Ireland's rankings haven't been updated since they've played in the Euros. Out to the top, Lardan doesn't manage to catch that one well, but Orla Patton, doesn't manage to get it out from her feet. There's another chance for Lardan. Walters on the slip. Slip, Walters gets a snapshot away, but really well saved by Buckley. I think they read that one pretty easily, Ireland. Not really disguised by South Africa. O'Connor to Walters. O'Connor again. Good patience from South Africa. Just shifting their positions. O'Connor changing her angle. Lardant. South Africa a little bit flat, but the height does come from Walters. And she does find Walters. Lovely touch in. And what if the clock hadn't ended just then? They spent a little bit too long recycling that ball. It was almost a chance for South Africa. So, end of quarter one. South Africa in the lead. 1-0. We'll be back in just a moment for the second quarter. Welcome back to the second quarter in Gormanstown in County Meath. It's game 4 of the SPAR indoor hockey series between Ireland and South Africa. South Africa 1-0 up in this match, and they're 2-1 up in the series. Patton looking for any openings. Power. Ireland, without the experience of Chloe Brown, plays her hockey with East Grinstead. But she's had to go back to work. Really well won back by Sophie Barnwell. We haven't seen the best of her yet in this series. Usually plays with such skill, but has struggled a little bit to control the ball so far. no doubt she'll get a bit more time on the ball or on the pitch in this match. There she is again. Good pop pass. And again. Patton to Graham. Now Benson plays it straight into the circle, but Power had been heading out to the right board or the left board. Good skills from O'Connor. They can't seem to get quite close enough to press her, Ireland, but they try now, and that's beautiful skill from the South African captain, who looks to go straight through to her teammate Tamlin Cock. Back and forth now, really end-to-end stuff. Southgate to Oliveira. O'Connor. South Africa much more clinical with their passing tonight than Ireland. It's really noticeable their speed of pass and accuracy, both better so far. And then O'Connor almost finds Southgate. Dangerous times for Ireland if that ball can get through. Something not quite right in the press. I've mentioned it before, but for those of you that maybe haven't seen too much of this series, there are a couple of spots in the hole where the ball just bobbles over and the referees tend to play on or do a bully if something happens with them. Walters putting pressure on. Graham just gets stuck and lifts that one while trying to clear it. Lucky she wasn't in the circle, in fact. Could have been a corner. She wasn't far off. Good receive from De Oliveira. Looks again. Forces that one through. Laura Graham moving forward, and Southgate just tackling from probably a bit too far behind and causing Graham to take a tumble. Really good skills from Walters. And lovely spin again. Right hand drag. Michaela Power does well to come back. Patton now just takes too much out of the ball. O'Connor doesn't think that was a free, but she's probably just a little bit too far behind. Lovely spin from Sarah Patton and Lily Lloyd. Corner given. South Africa think it was an Irish foot first, and Ireland certain it was a South Africa foot. They can only give what they see. The umpires, one from Ireland, one from South Africa. Ireland's last corner not really going to plan, but Orla Fox is on this time. They might go short to her, number 9, and she'll flick home. No, it's out to Patton. They go for the same corner. It returns to the injector, Graham, and Fox, very tight angle, can't send that one home. O'Connor down the boards, lovely pass to De Oliveira, but she can't make much of it. Short corner, just tackling over the top from Michaela Power. In some ways the rules in indoor are that bit simpler. You just cannot do that. Easy decision for Tanya Schaefer. Short corner. So can South Africa double their lead? Modekwe. Southgate, Duval over it, brings it right and slips it home straight down the middle. A smart goal from South Africa. That's another one for Duval. She's got 5 for the series so far, 2 in today's match, 1 in every other match. Sophie Barnwell does well to get that one out of a huge amount of trouble. South Africa pressing very high now. That just hitting that bump we spoke about once again, so it'll be a bully. South Africa just going to play this back to Ireland, I think, now. So they'll just pass it over the end line. Good sportsmanship from the South Africans. And so we start again. Graham to Benson to Fox. Benson. Onto the foot of Benson. She was looking to leave that to go through for the high run, but it just hit the board at too much of an angle. Sophie Barnwell looking to win that, just taking Southgate at the same time. Ireland have sat back for the most part in this series, and South Africa looking more and more confident with time on the ball. I'd like to see Ireland maybe step up every now and then, put pressure on the South Africans. More experienced indoor outfit. Ireland just returning to indoor in 2019. They're perhaps a little bit too predictable. Hits that spot again. They're going to play on. Good defence from Ireland though. Graham off the board to Barnwell. Might we see the skills now? Good defence from Modakwe and really good from Southgate. Keeps her composure, keeps her discipline. Benson sprinting back. Sally Campbell just probably losing her position, trying to win the ball too much. Good effort from Amy Benson, but just not quite able to get there close enough to win the ball. Just sends it over the board. Modakwe, a rare stray pass, but Duval does well. Benson now with De Oliveira. Reinforcements coming, but it's going to be a bully. Well won from Benson. There have been a lot of bullies over the days. Generally South Africa have won it. So Tanya Schaefer just saying there's too much of a swing of the stick from that pass. You're not allowed to sweep the ball in indoor hockey. You can have a certain amount of a backswing, but that was too much from Benson. Lardant. O'Connor now again. Back to Lardant. Van Tak free on the right board. Feature of South Africa's play is they'll swap their pivots and one of their defenders. O'Connor usually staying as one of the two. Well done from Fox. They're going to play that on. Good inside pass, and it's Sarah Patton looks to go around the outside, but really strong reverse tackle from O'Connor. Van Tak, Modakwe, Van Tak. O'Connor now in the pivot position. South Africa or Ireland on the hunt. Well done from Orla Fox. I think she's been treated harshly there, but Laura Graham was alive to the danger. Patton looks to take a quick free, but really has nowhere to go. Lily Lloyd coming on, looking for it straight away, but South Africa back in formation. Beautiful pass past the outstretched stick of Modakwe, but again just a bit of an uneven bounce off the boards doing for Ireland. Van Tak straight down the board. Lovely touch. Duval to Van Tak to O'Connor and back to, and beautifully worked from Ireland. Good save from Buckley and good last ditch effort from Orla Patton, and Duval judged to be forcing that one through. So incredible defensive effort from Ireland, and a big round of applause from the crowd, but not sure what was different between the two tackles there. Lifted from Van Tak over the stick to Johnson. One of the main rules in indoor hockey, you cannot lift the ball off the court. Snap pass from Patton, but no one there. So that's the end of the first half. South Africa goal in each of the first two quarters. They go into half time 2-0 ahead and 2-1 ahead in the series. So lots to do for Ireland to get back into this series. Last match will be tomorrow evening at the same time, 7 p.m. I'll be joined by a co-commentator, first time this week, Brinsley Powell. Looking forward to talking to him about all things South African hockey. But we'll be back in a couple of moments for the second half. Do join us then. Welcome back to the second half of Game 4 in the SPAR Indoor Hockey Series. Take a moment to thank our sponsors, SPAR. Really great to have their support in this series. Schaefer actually blowing a free up the pitch for Foot. A good spot. Could have been dangerous for Ireland if that had gone through. Katie Kimber did well, but Ireland and South Africa both changing their goalkeepers, as is their usual fashion. Swanepoel for South Africa and Regan for Ireland. Patton now looks around the outside, just spins off the end of her stick. O'Connor is the backbone of this South African team. She plays most of the game. Ireland opting to press high. Really good skills from Van Tack. And it's going to be a card for Ireland. Benson, a stick foul, looking to win the ball back. Sprints to the chair. She wants this to last for as little time as possible. Ireland now have to survive a dangerous minute with only 4 players. Immediately a shot. Johnson to O'Connor. Ireland won't chase the ball. They'll just stay in a box shape and look to defend this next few seconds. Through to Duval. Up off the goalkeeper. That's going to be a corner. So the pass was along the ground and it came up off the stick. Amy Benson's up off the chair. She should be allowed back on as soon as this corner is over, but the damage is done, or almost done. Duval over the ball. Lardant on the switch. Duval not able to double her short corner effort. Benson on, looks to win it, and really good work from Swanepoel. Alive to the danger, she managed to pass it past the oncoming Amy Benson to her captain, O'Connor. Two 2-0 to South Africa today so far, both goals from Duval. Kayla Duval, just 21 years of age. And there she is on the ball again. A really nice receive down the right board. Gives herself space to run onto the ball, but Benson forces her back. O'Connor to Vantakis, and a good shot straight at Regan, but good height on it and good power. Lardant, O'Connor, Barnwell. Really well taken from Van Tak. Gets that shot away very quickly, but Millie Regan, she's been supremely impressive this week. Nice little touch pass in, but well dealt with again by Regan. Orla Fox back in the fray, joins her Railway teammate Orla Patton. 4 Railway players on the pitch at the moment. Lily Lloyd, the high player, and we've Sarah Patton who just passed the ball, and Orla Patton on the right board. Through to Lily Lloyd. It did hit the foot of O'Connor, but not given. Advantage played, and Michaela Power just a bit of a swinging stick in defence, so gives away the free. Walters to O'Connor. Good from Lily Lloyd. That could be a corner for Ireland. Really poor tackle just outside the circle. Patton to Fox. Patton looks to go down the board, but Modaquay, really difficult to get it past her. She's really quick at switching her stick from open to reverse in defence. Down now to Sarah Patton. Again, Modaquay so good on that reverse stick. Very difficult to get it past her, particularly on the right board. Lily Lloyd, just a little bit high, gives space to Walters in behind, but Cock can't control it, just overruns it a tiny bit. Power to Fox, and Power again. A good decision from her not to force that one down the board. Now Graham back out to Fox. Power again. Looks to go down into the corner. Lily Lloyd down there. She'll deal with that. And look to come back out, no doubt. 4 South African players ushering her back out. Finally decides to give it, and Fox Lily Lloyd again getting stuck. He really just can't get out of that corner, so best off trying not to get in there. That's stick foul from Walters, and you'd have to question why South Africa haven't got a card for the same thing Ireland did, but perhaps it was the breaking play South Africa had when Benson did foul. Graham in good position on the right here. And looks to go straight in, and well won from Ireland. Good tackle onto the foot of Walters. O'Connor's saying it was outside the circle, but I think the foot was just inside the line. 1 foot outside, 1 foot inside. It was the foot that was inside that did the damage. Lily Lloyd pull this one out, and Fox to stop. Sarah Patton, she scored twice so far in this series. She's over the top. Power is on the switch, but not really making it look like she's going to get the ball, so pretty easy guess for South Africa where it's going. Good quick shot, and Graham does very well. Power I should say, but Tanya Schaefer says that it was too much of a swing. And now South Africa on the attack. Graham wins it. Swinging foul from Modokwe, and that's definitely a card. Good consistency from the refs there. Don't think she had any argument about it. O'Connor goes and pleads the case, but Modokwe sprints straight off. So a card and a corner. This time it's going to be Power over the ball. Probably a switch to Patton. And it is. Gets it. A long corner. Gets a good shot away, but it's a save. I think the crowd here saw some net ripple, but it was the netting behind the goal. Graham. It's Fox. A really good quick pass from Patton, looking to find Lloyd, but good skills from O'Connor. And Ireland will need to be careful, both teams in fact, that they stop tackling when they're behind the plate. Ireland lucky there, Graham not getting to the board to defend that, so the ball was on through to Walters. Only 4 players on the pitch. Ireland need to make something of this. Fox down to Graham, back around. He finds Patton to Barnwell, and now Modokwe back on. So time ticking away for Ireland. Still 2-0 down and just 2 minutes left in the third quarter. 2-1 down in the series, so they'll be desperate to level it and take it down to the last night. Nice pass through, and Barnwell gets there first. It is a free out for forcing. I'm not sure what Sophie Barnwell thought had happened. No foot was touched. To Oliveira now on the pitch at left back. Southgate on the right. Modokwe. To Oliveira. Ireland now pressing much higher, forcing South Africa to use some skills. Duval. Southgate to Oliveira. Sophie Barnwell now. Fox steps really well. And a really good tackle once again from Modokwe. Really good shimmy inside. And sends that one wide. Beautiful body shape from Modokwe, faking inside and pulling to the left. Patton to Fox. Orla Patton just getting into trouble, hits her foot. And Graham coming back to try and help the defence, just doesn't get her stick down in time. Things just looking a little bit frayed for Ireland now. South Africa growing into the series and Ireland fading out a little bit. Of course, they are without their most experienced player, Chloe Brown, so that'll tell in their confidence, particularly in the short corner area. Out to the open side and hits the arm of Orla Patton, so that's going to be a free out. Dangerous play, but I'm not sure she was close enough to the play for that to actually count as dangerous play. You have to be within a certain amount of space of the shot. She possibly was outside of that space, but given as a free out nonetheless. South Africa, I think, were going to complain but decided against it. Graham down the board, and I think that's a really good option at this press that South Africa are doing. That's where the space is, that's where you can drive around the back. No Irish player making that run. Duval as well to run the clock down there. Third quarter done and dusted. 2 goals so far from Duval. Third quarter is goalless, but overall South Africa 2-0 up. 1 quarter to go. We'll be back momentarily for the final quarter of Game 4 in the SPAR Indoor Hockey Series. Ten minutes remaining for Ireland to level the series. Otherwise, it's South Africa's with 1 game in hand. It's been an encouraging series for Ireland. Only returning to indoor in 2019, but you've really seen the experience of South Africa in these last 2 games in particular. Really good play from De Oliveira, just forces the Ireland player to push it over the end line. Southgate just showing that Patton's not 3 yards away. Ireland opting to press high, and I think it's a good option. They've probably been too one-dimensional in their press. De Oliveira into Modakwe. Off the board, and Fox as well. Probably Ireland's most experienced indoor player. Won a number of national titles with Railway Union, has played all of the games since Ireland have returned, but loses it. And now that's going to be a stroke or a short corner at least. Rash decision from Millie Regan. Smart thinking from De Oliveira. First shot was directly at the goalkeeper, but managed to get down low to intercept the clearance and then win the short corner. And this would be a hammer blow for Ireland. If they can keep this out, they still have a chance, but 3-0 is a tough task to come back from. De Oliveira doesn't control it, and it's a free out. Amy Benson looking to make some inroads around the right-hand board. First time pass down the board, and Michaela Power does well. Fox, Duval, Southgate, and South Africa now increasing the pace. Modoquay wins that one, a strong tackle from Benson. D'Oliveira. So Ireland have increased in ferocity, but South Africa matching them inch for inch. Good movement from Modoquay. Benson. It's a little bit messy in the tackle. Amy Benson goes on the hunt, and Graham looks to step in front but can't quite get past Modoquay. Good strength from the South African forward. A nice touch pass from Johnson, but doesn't find its target. Good dummy from Patton, who finds Amy Benson on the baseline, and she gets a shot away, but Swanepoel was alive to the danger. Patton to Graham, who looks to go straight in, but she had more than 3 points of contact, so automatic free against her. South Africa using the opportunity to change their team. O'Connor back on after a brief rest. Van Tak's been really impressive in this match. Excellent work from Orla Patton, managed to stay really low. Good steal from Duval. O'Connor. Johnson, weighted pass, and two South African players. South Africa winning the long corner, just came off the defending stick. Lardon letting that one through, but no high run being made for South Africa. And now Ireland pulling their keeper much earlier than we've seen so far, so they'll play with 6 outfielders. The problem, of course, is with no goalkeeper, you're much more likely to concede a goal, even if you are going to try and score one yourself. They need to score 3 though, so definitely need the extra outfield player. Down the board to Sophie Barnwell, who pivots, puts it across, but well dealt with by Swanepoel. Patton down the board, but just too late. Ireland didn't go well. One from Barnwell. Down the board from her, but well dealt with by O'Connor. Lloyd gets the shot away, but no power on it. Patton now to drive Sophie Barnwell down the right board, but opts to recycle it. That'll be a long corner for Ireland. Still 4.5 minutes for Ireland. It's a long time in indoor. Lily Lloyd. And I'm not sure that's where that was supposed to go. Well intercepted by Graham, who spins out of trouble and looks to go round the outside. Beautiful tackle again from O'Connor, but too heavy in the tackle from Graham. Well won by Michaela Power, but given against her. Not sure what for, to be honest, but Barnwell stuck now. Well won from her. Passes it behind Amy Benson, and now a chance for South Africa on the break. A pass to Modoquay. She's on her reverse, but finds again Walters, who shoots into an open goal. That's 3-0 for South Africa. It was always the danger when taking off the goalkeeper. I think the problem was that free given against Power on the board. Ireland didn't recognise it was going to be given as a free and didn't react quickly enough. Fox. Lloyd. Really tidy skills from Van Tak, but Lily Lloyd coming back. That should probably be a free against South Africa. She's taken the free and tripped over the ball, but she gets another chance at it. Van Tak now coming forward. O'Connor tries to force that one through. And now Ireland, just 2.5 minutes left to try and salvage something from this game. Good from Patton, good skills. Finds Lloyd, who shoots, and a free given out. Coach Rob Abbott puts his hands in the air. I think that was given for forcing. And now Ireland too close. Down the board. Well worked from South Africa. Cock pushing that one through, and that'll be a free against her for forcing as well. A wry smile from Tanya Schaefer. Good inside pull from Fox. Finds Barnwell on the left board. Just takes too much out of the ball. A good spin from Van Tak and a brilliant tackle from Graham. Lily Lloyd comes back and helps out. Frustration for Ireland. They just can't seem to find the options going forward. Patton stuck again in the corner. Recycles. Lloyd. Ireland's passing ragged now. Just over a minute left to try and win something here. A good spin from Graham. She looks to find Benson, who's going to make a run all the way around the court. Does manage to get it across goal. Swanepoel stops it going across. And now the dying moments. So it really is South Africa's at this point. They've won this series 3-1 with one game to go. Ireland playing advantage, looking to win one back. Fox with a bit of a despairing ball across goal, but does surprise the South Africans, and they're going to get a corner with just 30 seconds on the clock. Can they get a goal back? A consolation prize. I think it's showing in Ireland now that they've done most of the defending over the past 4 days. A lot heavier on the legs when you're shuffling back and forth defending. Fox. And a stroke given. Hits the body of Lardant on the line behind the goalkeeper, so it's going to be a stroke. It'll be Orla Fox, the captain, with the opportunity to get that consolation goal. Almost saved by Swanepoel. Just about manages to deflect it into her own goal. And a goal to Orla Fox. Set Ireland streaming forward, looking to get a second given against Ireland, and South Africa won't rush to get the ball back. Van Tak. That, as they say, is the end of that. 3-1 to South Africa. Fox getting the consolation goal for Ireland from the penalty spot. 2 for Duval and 1 for Walters, who scored into the open goal. South Africa showing that they are ranked that far ahead of Ireland. There's 15 places between them in the world rankings, but it's been a really interesting series so far. Unfortunately for Ireland, that is the series gone. They're 3-1 down, 1 to go, but a lot riding on that last game, no doubt. Both teams will want to win it. South Africa will want to go 4-1 up, and Ireland will want to double their win tally. So do join us again tomorrow night from 7 p.m. for the final game in the SPAR Indoor Hockey Series. I'm Isabel Joyce, and for me it's good evening and good night.